Hey everybody, it's Flood Free Fan bringing you guys a brand new stream. So today, as you can see, we will be jumping right back into the Junior Fair. This will be part two, working on the Junior Fair. I'm hoping that this will be like maybe a 2 or 3 part thing of working on the Junior Fair. I'm hoping that it will be completed very soon. And I would like to say that I do want to give a shout out to, I don't know if I'm able to see it here, it's not, but I do want to give a shout out to a friend of mine that helped me work on a fast pass script. His name is James the Great One. I do want to give a big shout out to him for helping me figure that out. So yeah, he made a script for me so that I'm able to have a fast pass system. So yeah, big shout out to him. Thank you so much to him for helping me out with that. And I do see that one of my staff members is on, A Kyle1351. Big shout out to him. He's definitely been one of my biggest helpers. So big shout out to him as well. But yeah, so yesterday, as you guys might remember, we worked on the Junior Tea Party. We were working on getting that ride model set up, and then we worked on the tech and stuff. And then once that was done, that was kind of the end of the stream yesterday. So today, I'm gonna kind of mainly focus on trying to get the. I'm gonna mainly try to get the. There we go. I'm gonna mainly try to finish the ride model for Junior Drop today. This is, I think, going to be the slightly easier ride model to do. I think out of the two of these, I think this is probably going to be one of the easier ones to do. So that's why I wanted to do this one first, because I think that this one will I'll have a little bit of an easier time with this one than the I'll have a little bit of an easier time with this one than the fare bus, because we're probably going to have to adjust the ride area for fare bus. We're probably going to have to make the ride area bigger. So yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, actually, I'm gonna let Alex know that I'm live on. I'm gonna let Alex know that I'm live on Twitch right now, just so that he can um, be aware of that, so that he can watch if he wants. Okay, and so we will go ahead and set all of the area to air, so we have room for our tech. I'm also gonna get night vision enabled because whenever I'm doing tech, I usually have night vision enabled just because it makes it easier to see. Okay, so we're gonna go from there all the way over to there. I'm setting all that area to air. We're also going to need to go from there to there. So yeah, this is definitely going to be a very, very small area for tech. So I may have to expand this area, but we shall see. Yeah, like I do have the area under the control panel that I can use if I need to. There we go. Okay, and then go ahead and grab from there to there. Okay, so I think that is almost the entire ride area. Okay, I think that's good. So that is the entire tech area that we have to work with because I did not give myself a lot of room for this ride, like for the tech. So yeah, I think what we'll do to start, I think I already got the track set up yesterday. I will need to double check that, but I think I did get the track set up yesterday. Yep. So all I'll need to do is work on getting the rod model spawned in and stuff like that. All right, so I'm gonna grab the good old pieces of tech or pieces of that we need, and then I'm gonna go ahead and grab that. For right now, I'm gonna go ahead and spawn in like a minecart, and then we'll work on the rod model from there. So let me go ahead and do transpawn. This will just be a minecart for right now. And I guess I guess I'll go ahead and make the decision right now. Yeah, so I think what I'll do is I actually will go ahead and start working on the tech for the ride. So I'm gonna put the button right there, or actually, well, I should put a smooth stone. There we go. And then so that's gonna be the spawn button for the ride. Um, yeah, so for right now, I'm actually just gonna, well, actually, yeah, let me grab the oh, yellow concrete and then also the redstone torch. And I guess redstone dust as well. Well, and that and that. So there we go. I'll put that right there, and then I'll have my two gates, and I'll make sure that those are open by default. So yes, this will be the entrance, and then this will be the exit from the ride. So that's why I had to block that off, just in case people came on the server today. Because I want to make sure people aren't going in staff-only areas. But yeah, definitely a big shout out to James for helping me with the fast pass thing because I struggle with like really advanced script like that. Like I'm good at basic script, but yeah, I'm definitely I still need to work on getting better at script though, so that I'm able to do stuff like what James did for me. But yeah, it's pretty cool. Like he basically you can create and destroy create and remove. So like now that's no longer a fast pass block, but yeah, you can make specific blocks fast pass blocks. So create, yeah, and then successfully create a fast pass box. So then now you need a fast pass in order to get through it. Um, yeah, and I do think I want to have some way of having Fastlane and Fastlane Plus at some point. But I'll probably work on that at a later date. Because I just think that's going to be way too complicated right now. Oh, actually, so then restraints, ride start, ride stop, e stop, reset, and ride power. Yeah, actually, so I did not do enough things on the control panel. I think actually for this, oh, that one was fine. This one does not have enough on the control panel. Yeah, and the control panels are more for show. Like they're not really there to actually do anything. They're basically just there to um, they're basically just there for show. Um, There we go. I just wanted to make sure that that was going to work. And I do want to have a way of disabling. Actually, no, I think we decided actually for spawn we don't need to disable because like once you spawn a train, you can't have another one. Like especially if it's just something that's not moving, you can. So I guess I actually don't need that functionality necessarily. Oh. All right. And then I do need to figure out some way of having the ride system, and I need to figure that out now. Because I believe it would be too long to fit in here. Yeah, I guess a potential way I could do it would maybe be to just have it down here, like kind of on the floor, I guess. So that would be a potential way of doing it. Oh, and I need to set his rank actually. I forgot about that. I forgot his rank isn't actually set right now. Oh, it's a called coordinator. There we go. Now he's a coordinator. Um, and actually, I don't know how many steps I want to have for this ride, so I think we'll definitely do at least. Actually, let me look back at my old version of this ride. So, oh, hold on. I need to look at the old version of this ride because I need to just make sure that or well, I just need to I need to determine how this is supposed to look. So I need to. Oh good, I do still have this really nasty amount of tech. Like, yeah, that's right. Yeah, definitely. Like, this ride definitely did take me a very, very long time to do tech for. I think partly just because of the way that I did the tech. I made this a lot more complicated than it needed to be, I think. Um, so yeah, it's definitely, yeah, this is definitely not like this kind of tech is not fun. And, you know, I mean, like, honestly, if you think that's bad, I mean, when look at I actually I don't know if the high roller dive tech is still there. Because I think when Supap was doing the remodeling for the ride, I think he might have gotten rid of the old tech, so I don't know if it's actually still there or not. But yeah, the tech for this ride was pretty bad. Like the tech for this ride was definitely very, very complicated when we were doing like manual tech for this ride, and I think that's partly why Supap wanted to get rid of the manual tech for this ride, just because it was so complicated. Yeah, and it looks like he might have gotten rid of it. So it looks like it is not there anymore. Um, but yeah, definitely I remember that, yeah, the tech for Surf Glider was pretty complicated. But then I think the tech that was actually going to be the most complicated was this ride over here, Gargantua, because we were, in addition to having all the tech for like the control panel, like in order to make the ride actually run, we are also going to have like lights on the back of the control panel. And whenever you're doing lights on the back of the control panel, that takes a whole lot of redstone because you need to have like all these redstone torches and stuff to power each of the lights. And so like you need to have all these torch towers. So yeah, this kind of redstone, I can kind of see why a lot of people had recommended that I do manual tech. Or sorry, automatic tech because automatic tech is just a lot easier. So like it doesn't take quite as long to do auto tech as it does for manual tech. I actually went. Oh, that was the fire extinguisher for dodging. And then this must have been Supap's version of dodgem, I think. Like so, I think that was supposed to be dodgem. This was supposed to be Yeah, this is like Wind Seeker entrance building, and then the outdoor queue. Um, and then this was, I think, yeah, the exit for this ride. Yeah, it was going to have a 45-minute queue time, so definitely fast lane was going to be really good for like definitely a Wind Seeker. It's really good to get fast lane if you want to go on Wind Seeker, and then Wind Seeker gifts. If there's a kind of a big hole in the ground there. Um, yeah, actually, back when we were going to do a haunt, back when we were still going to do a haunt, I guess he had set up like a little haunt location, and then yeah, and then oh yeah, this was going to be the option then. And then this was actually right here was going to be like our dark ride. Like this was going to be. Um, I'll actually be honest, I don't remember kind of exactly what the ride was going to be, but I know it was going to be something about like a submarine or something. Like it was going to be something really cool like that. So I'm kind of sad that that never came to fruition. Because this was definitely going to be a really cool ride. And then there was going to be fast lane for this ride. So like in addition to having a regular line, there was going to be fast lane. So like I think that was fast lane. Yeah. But yeah, and I can tell you, yeah, Supap is definitely a very good builder because he has like he set up all sorts of like kind of underwater terrain and stuff, and just all of the detailing and stuff looks really, really good. Um you can tell the stuff he didn't finish because like stuff like the gold ore, like that was like I think he generally uses that for terrain, like the gold ore I think usually symbolizes like stone and stuff like that. But yeah, so right there's gonna be a like this was gonna be like a whole like dark ride. So we were going to have, I think, two dark rides. Um, so that boardwalk was actually going to be a really, really well themed area. And honestly, yeah, I think this definitely looks a lot better than the rest of the park. Like I think like that kind of overshadows this part of the park. Like I would say that it kind of overshadows the fairgrounds. But and yeah, I think actually as far as theming, I thought that the expo center that we did a relatively good job on that area. I think from a theming perspective, because like I think some of the buildings and stuff we had, and I think the theming in the skew line I think was pretty cool. Like we made we made like a black hole right there that we would pass by, and then another ride that was gonna have really good theming was Captain Marvel, or I think it was not Captain Marvel, but Dr. Marvel's Hall of Science. Yeah, so this was going to be, I think, yeah, so this must have been the Fast Pass line, I think, because I think Fast Lane was originally over here, but then we turned this into a single rider line. And say, I think in this case, actually, in this version of it, I think single rider actually merges up with Fast Lane, and then Fast Lane just kind of keeps going this way. And so then you end up with Fast Lane and the regular line merging up right here um, into the pre-show, and then after the pre-show, you get to go into the actual ride. And then there's like a staff area back here. And I'll actually keep that door open just because we don't really need that door to be open. But yeah, this was definitely a cool ride. I was really sad that this ride never got finished because it was definitely planned to be a very good ride. Oh, and I guess there was ice right here. I think, oh, this was supposed to simulate like a moving platform, I think. Because typically a lot of dark rides will have like a moving platform. Yep, and then this was the dinosaur part. So yeah, this is the part where there was like the dinosaurs. And then yeah, you can tell some of the parts of the ride that we had gotten more work done, like because like this area we had some armor standing and stuff. So this was like Egypt. And I think after Egypt, I think we were moving on into this is like the Roman Empire. So this is like the time of the Romans, and then you pass by the Colosseum right there. I think actually this Colosseum is really good. Like I think this build was really, really good. I liked that a lot. But then, yep, then you come into the Industrial Revolution, and then after that you come into the Space Age. So you're flying through space, and then you end up getting sucked into a black hole right here. So it gets like really dark in here. And actually, if I turn off night vision, you can see how dark it gets. So it gets like really, really dark here in a black hole, but then you come into a wormhole where it's a little bit lighter, and then you eventually the wormhole then brings you back to the time machine, and then you come through the time machine back into the present. So this was, I mean, like this was definitely one of my favorite attractions. I would say, like, I think in the entire park, I would have to say it was probably my favorite attraction. I guess if we're not counting the fact that we were going to have I think this was going to be, I want to say it was 480 feet. That was kind of our plan for this ride, was this was going to be a 480-foot strata coaster. And so that, yeah, so this was going to be very similar to, like you might notice, it looks very similar to Top Thrill Dragster from Cedar Point, but this was going to be kind of a much better version of Top Thrill Dragster. Like that, this one was going to be, um, definitely a lot more reliable. And I think actually our plan with this one was we were actually going to make this, an air launch coaster. Like that was, and I think honestly having this be an air launch coaster would be really cool. Like having it launch, at like up to, I think the max speed we chose for this ride was like 150 miles an hour. So you launch that fast. So it makes it the fastest coaster in the world. And then also the tallest because it's 480 feet tall. But yeah, so and I think our idea with setting up the this part right here, like launch to 90 miles per hour. This was for our rollback system. This was going to be like a when the train. This was going to be like when the train isn't going to make it up the tower, we would have it roll back. Um, and then I think, oh, and then yeah. So this was like the slow down part at the end, like when it slows you down if you roll back. Um, But yeah, so it launches you 150 miles an hour. So it's definitely a very, very fast roller coaster. So you get launched up and you go straight up 480 feet and then you drop 480 feet to the ground. Um, yeah, I actually do have some tracks set up on this, so I can actually show you guys what that would look like if you were gonna ride the ride. I don't actually have all of the tracks set up, like I only have the track set up for the rollback. Like so that's all I have available of this ride. And I guess I did get kind of sidetracked from what I was initially working on. I just realized that. Yeah, actually, I'll show you guys this ride really fast, and then we'll go back to what I was initially working on. But I just wanted to show you guys this view that's really, really cool. So I'm gonna have to set the speed limit because I didn't save the train yet. So I need to set it to 250 miles an hour so that it's able to go that fast. And yep, so you get launched 150 miles per hour, so it's like insanely fast. And then it launches you down to 90, so that way you roll back. So then, yeah, so this is basically the rollback effect. So then you get to roll back. And then I think, yeah, right as you hit the bottom of the top hat, then that's when you start slowing down. And then you end up being at about, I think it's about 10 miles per hour by this point. By this point in the ride, I think you're going about 10 miles per hour at this point. But yeah, so that's basically how I set up my strata coaster. I honestly think that this was a really, really cool ride. And I'm really sad that it never came to fruition because it was going to be really, really cool. But I think I do plan on bringing it back for for like the new version of Cedar Hills, because I think that it definitely has a lot of potential, and I think it'll get a lot of people to come on the server because it's like going to be like the world's tallest and fastest coaster. So I think it's going to be really cool. Oh yeah, and then yeah, actually we don't need these anymore because we have a new way to do Fastlane now with the new script we have, and there's actually a version to it. I think every time the person that every time like James makes like a new version for the plugin, it should show like a new version for the script. It should show like the version, so that's pretty cool. All right, so I need to stop getting sidetracked and work on what I'm actually supposed to be working on. Um, all right, so I think it's the 15 seconds, 5 seconds, and then 5 seconds where it does the ride cycle. Or actually, this one's going to be a little bit different, and I forgot to really pay attention when we were over there, so I'm gonna have to go back. Um, oh, goodness gracious me. Okay, oh, hold on. There we go. Okay, I just fell down there. Okay, so it is going to be a little bit different, but yeah, so it's basically, I think it was, okay, so it looks like it was up one, so that was probably like the up animation was like the thing where it brings you all the way to the top, and then you drop down a little bit, then you go back up, then you drop, and then you go back up, and then drop, and I think that's the end of the ride right there. So I guess that end of the redstone actually doesn't have an end. But then this one goes all the way over here. Yeah, I can't even understand my own redstone. Like that's how confusing I made this. But I don't really care about that mess. What I care about is just knowing. Well, I guess so. What I want to do with this, I guess we'll do probably an up animation to bring it all the way up, and also like obviously time. I'll have to time how long the animations, each of the animations are. But so it'll basically be up, and then it'll drop, go back up, drop. So it'll go all the way up. It'll drop a good chunk of the way, go back up, not as high, drop a little bit lower, closer to the ground this time, and then up, and then it'll bounce all the way down. So there's basically going to be how many animations? So that'll be one animation to go up, a second one for the bounce up. I'm going to need to, I'll go back to Cedar Hills. And I need to set up more warps actually. That's something else I need to do. Um, so it'll basically be so up, and it'll drop, go up, it'll drop, go up, and then it'll drop. So that'll be one. I shouldn't be doing this with redstone. So it'll go up, and yeah, so that first drop will be relatively big. So we'll have up, the first drop will be relatively big, then we'll go back up. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So basically 6 animations that we need to program for this ride. 15, 5, and then the first animation, second animation, third animation, fourth animation, fifth animation, sixth animation, and then the destroy at the end of the ride. Like that. So I guess, yeah, what I'll need to do then is I'm going to need to remove some more of the stone, and then actually I'll just remove like this much because we really only need that much. And then I'll remove some more down here as well. I'll go ahead and remove 10, I think. So we'll go ahead and do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So I'm going to go ahead and start by removing 10, and then we'll reduce that if we don't need as much. But I'm going to start with 10 just because I want to just make sure we'll have enough space. And I'll remove that little corner as well, just so that we have that space if we need it. So I think for the very start, this will basically, well, actually, so first, so spawn, and we're going to then immediately rename that to that, and then we'll animate lap bar open because it'll probably have to do that. So and then it'll have the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 animations. And then on the last one, it will sit there for a second, and then it'll do the destroy. So this will reset the, so that'll reset the gates. Yeah. So this is going to be, we'll need redstone down here because we're going to need to, and I'll do the same. One, two, yeah. So I'll do the same level for the gates. Oh, I just realized we will need that system, so never mind to that. Okay. Because we need to stop it. We need to stop people from spawning multiple data trains. So that's why we have to have that. Okay. Yeah, I am not very sure if we're actually going to have enough room for all the tech. Um, I may have to make more room. We'll see. I will see if I can make this work. Um, okay, yeah, so we'll actually need two separate chains of redstone here. So we'll need this one because this one is going to reset the spawn system to ensure that, I don't know, that shouldn't interfere with that. So that should be fine. Okay, so I'm going to bring this system down this way. There might be a way of doing it this way. All right, now I need to make sure 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Okay, that's getting a little bit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 7, 8, 9, 12, 13, 14. Okay, so 14 should be fine, and then I just need to make sure 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 11, 12, 13, 14. That should also be fine. Okay, awesome. So now, what I'll need to do is I'll need to make it so that this is not on all the time, because this will only be activated by the monostable circuit right here, which will need to be somehow connected up to here. I have to make a torch tower. Um, that should, okay, I think we're gonna have to do it this way. Just make sure we're still good. Okay. I don't think that'll affect that as far as I know. So like if we bring the redstone block out here, that shouldn't affect the torch. Um, my only concern is that, yeah, maybe we'll just do it that way. So there's that insanely complicated system. And then the next thing I would need to do, and then I just need to make sure that that's going to be enough. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Yeah, so again, we're getting kind of close to 4, and then, yep, so all that should be fine. Now I need to make sure that this is going to be good. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. So next what I'm going to do is we'll go ahead and grab the wrong item. Next what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to grab the gates system and somehow bring it all the way down. I think right now it's closed. So where are we at right now? It's closed right now. So closed, open, closed. Or actually, wait, we want open by default. So I think open, yep. So I need to check the state to make sure that that was open. And then I should be able to just go from there, I think. I'll just bring that down one more just so that we have a similar level. Actually, seven, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 12. Oh, no. Oh, goodness. This is the most complicated system I've ever done. So by default, the restraints should be unlocked, so we should have and again, it's going to drive me absolutely bonkers if I have to keep writing that every single time. So there we go. So this is hopefully the tech that we'll have for this run. I'm really not so sure right now, but this is hopefully the tech that we will have. Now I've got to create the ride model. So I think for this ride, I think we'll have, yeah, actually, let me look at, I think the one I'm thinking of is Kite Eating Tree at Kings Island, and so I'll look at that one for inspiration. I just need to find an image so that I know, like it's just how many seats across, 1, 2, 3. So it looks like it looks like 6 across. And the one, yeah, I know the one at Kings Island. I know that that one does have 6 seats and it's on each side, but I'm going to do like a one-sided thing. So this is going to be basically a capacity of 6 riders per cycle. I guess I could possibly try for 7, but I'm going to go for 6, I think, just because that'll be the easier way of doing this. And I may have to go for 5, just depending on how big this ride model gets. So I'm going to go ahead and add an attachment. Oh, actually, I wonder if I can still paste from my clipboard. No, I'm not able to do that anymore. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and create a hitbox attachment. This one's going to be, I'm just going to go ahead and delete the seat. So then, yeah, so then this will be the hitbox, so that way we're able to hit it if we need to. So I'm trying to think then for this. So we'll need basically this will be basically a single attachment. So the minecart right there is considered a single, so we'll consider that to be a single attachment. Okay, just a random person just friend requested me on Discord, so I was just seeing if I knew who it was. So, okay. So I think, yep, Alex is on right now. So I do need to figure out then. So, actually, I'm gonna just, I'm gonna delete the red model for a second because I do want to check the tech and just make sure it's working. And so everything should reset by the end. Awesome. So, yep, now I will go ahead and perfect. So the model will have the seats. So there will be basically for the seats on that. So actually, yeah, so there will be seats 1 through 6. And then for each of the seats, there will be the stone brick Actually, I'll make this actually a stone brick slab. So it'll be a slab. Uh, I think for this one I'm not going to worry about carpets. But I will do armrests between the seats. And then we'll do the actual seat itself, the seat attachment. And then there will also be a hitbox for each of the seats. So it'll basically be 6 seat attachments, and then for each of the 6 seat attachments, there'll be the slab, the armrest, the seat back as well. I forgot we're gonna have to have a seat back. So let's just have this be the seat back attachment. And actually, we'll have the base of the ride model actually will have the entire back of the ride. So actually, that'll be held. So we'll have the base back and then the 6 seats. So and we'll actually split this into 2 attachments actually. And then we'll create the hitbox attachment. Oh, and yeah, hello, Teen Turtle. I see that you're in the chat. Thank you so much for joining in, and Ariana Eva as well. Thank you so much for joining in the chat today and watching the stream. Oh, and yeah, actually, I guess the only way for me to be checking out actually how many viewers are watching, I'll need to go to my own channel for that, I think, on Twitch. I think, yeah, Stream Manager, I think will show me how many viewers I've got. So, oh yeah, right now I've got 1 viewer. So, oh, and actually, shout out to Ariana Eva for the follow. Thank you so much for following me. I am now at 43 followers. Hello, Ariana. How are you? Now my headset just disconnected. I'm not sure. Oh, that's. It looks like it's actually still connected to my computer. Must have disconnected from my phone or something. Because my headset, for whatever reason, when I turn it on, it connects both to my computer and my phone. And I don't know if there's a way to fix that. Oh, I can't spell. Okay, there we go. And actually, something I'm actually considering updating my server. I'm not going to do that on the stream just because that would take way too long. But I am considering updating my server to the most recent version. But I do want to make sure I'm doing it correctly so that I don't lose any files. Because there is a lot of like the ride models and stuff I think um, are loaded into. I believe it's the file folder. Like the file folder for train cards, like when you have train cards installed on your server and you start making ride models, I think that those are saved into the file folder, if I'm not mistaken. So then I think in order to update, so I think this would be under train carts, and then um, um, I guess I don't really use like panels for cam and overlays and stuff just because I'm not really sure how to set it up. And I mostly I would say I do streaming more as a hobby, more as a hobby than anything else. Because I'm like, I think certainly it would be my dream to it would definitely be my dream to it would definitely be my dream to start making money off of streaming, but I just I honestly don't see it ever happening. If I'm being honest, because like I think it's hard to make money off of streaming just because there's so many streamers that are better than me. So and there are so many streamers that are both better than me, and they also just have better content than I do. So so it there's just but I mean like I would love to be a really big streamer at some point. That would be really cool. Like that would definitely be my dream. Um, Yeah, I would love to get affiliate. That would be really nice. Like it would be really nice to get affiliate because I know that like with affiliate, I know that you can I'm actually just gonna save the whole server right now really fast. Um, oh yeah, I was gonna try backup just to see what that did, but yeah, it would definitely be my dream to get affiliate. I would really love to get affiliate because like that way I could start making money off of streaming. Um, oh yeah, I went ahead and accepted your friend request. So if you want to send anything to me via DMs, you can do that. Yeah, I'm just trying to decide with this red mount. Yeah, I think point 0.6 is a good height. I think that should work. Yeah. I think maybe yeah, actually maybe once I get the seat back set up, then I'll start working on that. Okay, so let me go ahead. I'm gonna go ahead and duplicate and then oh Yeah, feel free. Yeah, if you want to send me ideas via DMs, feel free. Um, okay. Okay, I just need to get the base of the model, and then so I need the armrest, seat, and box. Okay, so I basically need three different attachments. And then I'll need six, I think six, oh, hold on. I'll need six seats. Nope, 3.2, yeah, that's a lot better. Okay, yeah, and I do want to make sure that these seats aren't going to be aren't going to be too close together. Okay. I think that's good enough, I think, so we can go for that. I don't know if we're going to be able to fit six people on the ride, actually. We'll see. I'm going to see if I can make this work. Negative 0.4, so negative 1, I think. So if I notice right there, so that's exactly 1. So that's, right, so it would be 0.4. Oh, so it's actually 0.8, I think. So negative 0.4, so negative 1.2, I believe would be the distance. Yeah, that would be the same distance. Awesome. Yeah, that should be a wide enough support structure, I think, for this. So I'm going to go ahead. Yeah, that should be good. I think. I think we should be able to make that work. Okay, that's going to be a problem. Okay, save CH. Okay, so I think I did save that. So hopefully I saved that right. I think I did. There we go. Yeah, and then by default, I think the players should be allowed to sit in the ride, so that should work. Oh yeah, 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 I saw it. And yeah, I'll reach out to hopefully at some point later today if I have time. Um, oh, okay. Well, I guess everything got flipped 90 or 180 degrees. Okay. Now I made the structure kind of how I wanted it. So All right, so I think it's the base of the right now. I need to finish now. So plus 0.6. So this is going to be, there we go. Yeah, Ariana, I saw the ideas. I'm gonna touch base with you probably sometime later today. Okay, I've just got to adjust some of my account settings right now because I think let me see. All right, so there's that, and then I also need to get the seat back, or just kind of the back of the entire ride vehicle. I need to set that up. So this will be, I'm gonna use probably a carpet for this. And actually, I probably will add a seat back. Um, oh no, we got another user in the chat. James the Great, thank you so much for hopping on to watch the stream. Let me go back to my career dashboard on Google Chrome so I can actually see. I just want to see here. So stream manager. There we go. Oh, and James the Great, thank you so much for the follow. So shout out to both Ariana and James the Great for the follows today. Big shout out to them. Thank you so much. So if you guys, so it looks like, if I'm understanding this correctly, it looks like, so there's a, buy one new sub, get 3 months of Apple TV Plus. So if you, subscribe to my channel, here on Twitch, so like that involves, spending money. Is if you get if you basically buy a subscription, you can get it looks like you might be able to earn 3 months of Apple TV Plus from that. So definitely, if anyone wants to subscribe to my channel, definitely feel free because I would love to make money off of my channel. That would be fun. So, and I would say to a certain extent, like I'm not really doing Twitch to make money. It's more just I'm doing it because it's fun for me. Like I'm doing it because I enjoy it. Like I'm not really doing it for the money. But definitely, I mean, like, if you want to donate money, feel free. I'm always happy to take money if you want to donate. Like if you want to get a subscription to my channel. I'm actually not sure if I have subscriptions set up. I would actually have to look at my own channel to figure that out. Um, I'm gonna switch over to my channel really fast so I can see if there's an option to get a subscription. So I'm gonna mute my stream so that I'm not echoing. Um, And I guess I don't know if I would see that on my own channel. I don't know if I would see like the subscribe button since this is my own channel. Yeah, actually, I probably don't need shield mode on anymore. Like I had put that on a while back, but I don't actually know if I need it. Oh, I have 3 viewers right now. I think that's probably a record for me. Because I think I've typically been averaging like 1 or 2 viewers, but I actually have 3 viewers today, which is pretty cool. Actually, oh, now I have 4 viewers. Nice. And yeah, I guess I don't typically chat into the chat just because I can just say stuff and you guys will hear it. So I don't really feel the need to type usually into the chat. So yep, I need to, I think yeah, oh, whoops, I need to adjust the pitch for this to 90. And I think I think I need to do 90 up there. Go perfect. Um, yeah, so that's perfect. Okay, so then. I think it'll be the X direction that I'll need to use for that. Yeah, that works. And then this one. Oh, no, I don't want to do that. 2.1 should be right. Yeah, perfect. Okay. I just wanted to make sure that that was the right spot I needed to go for that. Okay, and then the Y for this one will be 0.25. Perfect. Okay. So then I just need to duplicate this. Oh, now I'm realizing I actually need 2 different attachments for this, so I am going to need to go ahead and delete that. So I'll go ahead and reset everything. So I'll need, I think, a few attachments for this seat back because there'll need to be the lower, at least the lower and the upper. Okay. Perfect. Okay, so we got the back side of that. Um, Actually, I'll do another attachment for the bottom because I'll actually set up like a little armrest type thing on the side. And actually, another thing I forgot is the I'll put the lap bar. Um, I'll put the lap bar in with the seats, but the lap bar will be one singular lap bar because like with this ride, I know at Kings Island, I know they have just like there's like um, a lap bar that comes down and secures all the riders. So like you don't need to worry about having multiple lap bars. For this one, it's just one singular lap bar. Um, and I think this attachment right here I'll just be duplicating basically. And then this one, and actually this one I don't think will need the roll actually. Yep, there. And then yeah, negative 2.4 is too much. So we'll do negative 2.35. Negative 2.36. All right, and then we'll go ahead and duplicate that and then bring this to the opposite end. Yeah, that should work. Okay. And then we will, I think probably this attachment we will duplicate because I'm gonna make this all red. And then I will make sure, or I will check I think it'll be this attachment is the one with the seats. So, um, Yeah, I do feel like maybe we should bring the seat back up a little bit more. So I'm gonna grab the red one. There we go. Yeah, that should work, I think. Um, and then I will make an armrest for each seat now, so I'll go ahead and add an attachment. I think, yep, I did all of that. Okay, yeah, so now we'll make the armrests. I think it'll be yaw in this case. Yep, there we go. I'm gonna bring this up just a tad. Actually, I'm gonna go ahead and do the hip boxes really fast. So that's 0.85. So we need to basically add 0.85, I think, each time. Oh yeah, no. Okay, I need to fix that then. So I think this one, I screwed this one up. So then this is 0.8. Yeah, that should be good, I think. Um, yeah, and then I'll make the hitbox right about the center of each of these. Oh, okay, yeah, so actually, never mind. That's not accurate then. Okay, so then this will have to be, Oh, the lap bar is the last thing we need to add, I think. And I'll add this part of the seat attachment. I'll just make a separate attachment to the lap bar. Not carpet candle is what I was looking for. Because I'm gonna do basically the same thing that I did for the original lap bar. I'm gonna go and build it out of the same materials. So I can officially say I'm at 44 followers as of today because of our two newest followers, Ariana and James the Great. So thank you so much to both of them for the follow. Okay. Oh, actually, I think I will need to make two separate parts of the lap bar actually, because I'll need the candle part and then I'll also need the. Oh, actually, wait, hold on. I can just turn that into an empty attachment. And then I can do the same thing for that. Perfect. And then we can just do each of the candles. We can do the candles as one of the attachments. Oh, there we go. Okay. So then, Yeah, so I think we'll start, yeah, we'll start with up one. Yeah, that works. So we can start with that. There we go. We're going to start with a new animation. This will be called bounce one. And then this will basically drop it from its current position. So this is 4.7 is our starting point. So it'll start at 0.7. We'll start there. So 1.5. And then the next animation will be up 2. And then that will start with this one, and it's 1.5. Mm. So that'll start at 3.7. And then this will drop people pretty close to the ground, but like not like completely to the ground, but pretty close. So I gave it room for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 animations, right? So it was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 animations. Or hold on. 1, 2, 3, 6 animations, yes. So I did give it room for 6 animations. Okay, so we're on up 3. So up 1, bounce 1, up 2, bounce 2, up 3. We'll start where bounce 2 ended. So this is 0.5. And then this will bring us all the way back to the top. Okay. So I got that all set up, and so now I will go ahead and have it change the name to the correct name now. Okay, so I don't think I want it to hold for very long before it drops. So I'm gonna actually I'm gonna drop this down to like maybe 3 seconds. So the first station will be 3 seconds. I'm also gonna drop this down to 5 seconds for right now, just so we don't have to wait the full ride cycle right now. Okay, so that's gonna be not long enough. So we'll try Whoops, 4 seconds. Because I do want it to hold up there for enough time to where it'll kind of make you kind of freak out a little bit, like every drop tower. So, yeah. So I actually like the initial 5 seconds. I think that works. I'm gonna have to probably do a few less seconds, I think, for the other up animations. I'll probably have to do less seconds. Yeah, that's still waiting way too long. Um, yeah, I feel like for the drops, honestly, we really don't even need stations to a certain extent. Because I think it just the drop is short enough that we probably don't even need a timer on the drop. Yeah, it can definitely wait a little bit longer on there on that on the last up. It can definitely go a little bit longer. And I'm actually just going to ride it now just to kind of get an idea as far as how it how it looks. Yeah, I'm gonna watch it one more time. Just I'm gonna watch the off-ride POV. Yeah, I don't know if I can do fractions of seconds for the station thing. I don't know if that's possible, but I'm gonna give it a try. Yeah, the 0.5 seconds is still way too long. Yeah, I'm gonna go over to the old Cedar Hills to see what I did for the drop because I swear the drop like when I do the drop it doesn't wait for that long after the drop. So I just want to make sure I'm doing this right. Yeah, so apparently I did station one. Like so like I basically waited there for a second. Oh, and I'm so used to the junior grade being over there that I almost forgot it was over here. Um, all right, so I think it'll be this one. I want to bring that down to 0.1 seconds. Yeah, and then 1 second at the end is fine. So yeah, I'm gonna have that yet again. And we'll try 0.05 seconds. Because I do want it to almost immediately go into the drop, like not like immediately, but almost immediately. So I want it to kind of wait for like a really, really quick second. So I'm gonna try that. Hopefully this works. Yeah. I think that'll be good. I think that works. So I'm actually gonna go ahead and actually ride the ride now. So we're gonna do a test ride and make sure it's working. All right. So I think I will go ahead and make that the end of the stream because I can do some of the work I need to do off stream. So I'm gonna go ahead and end off the stream here. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed the stream. Please be sure to follow me on Twitch and also subscribe to me on YouTube and like my videos for more of this content. Thank you guys so much for watching and have a great rest of your day.